If you're fueling for a long ride, everyone knows what to pack. You stuff your pockets with gels and energy bars and you fill your bottles with sports drink, of course.
But do we really need to? Have we all just fallen for the marketing hype? Do we really need those $2 gels and $3 bars?
Well, today, we're gonna find out the hard way.
Yeah, at least one of us is gonna bonk today.
Yeah, I'm pretty nervous about this, at least one of us.
Damn, I'd die for that sandwich right now. So, we're in Lanzarote and we are about to head out for a long ride of the island and really take in the sights, the infamous Mirador and so on and so forth, because we can.
Yep, but we're also gonna do an experiment of sorts. We're gonna experiment with fuel sources during our long ride. So we're each gonna do a different fuel source and in true GTN fashion, we're gonna take it to extremes because it's more interesting that way and more entertaining probably too.
Oh yeah. Now, traditionally, on a ride or run, we might fuel using things like energy gels, energy bars, energy drinks. And there's a good reason for that because they're convenient. They fit in our pockets easily, into our bottles. And they also provide all the necessary carbs, proteins, salts, hydration, caffeine that will see us through something like a long ride. But do we really need them? I mean, when we're using so many of these fuel sources, that cost can add up. And also, not to forget, not all of us like them.
Yeah, sometimes gels can be a little unpalatable. So today, one of us will ride the whole day using real food. And one of us will ride the whole day using the traditional gels. And one of us will ride the whole day using Coca-Cola and water and nothing else.
Yeah, and it seems that one of us is missing Heather.
Yeah, she said something about going to get some sandwiches. It's like she's just chosen the real food option without even consulting. I thought we were going to draw straws.
Yeah, I did. Well, that leaves the Coke and the gels.
Which
and
one
I know which one I definitely would prefer. That is the gels.
Well, wait, hold on. We're not just you're not just choosing that one.
Okay.
Like
What should we do? Rock,
paper, scissors?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah? All right, let's go. Oh no! All right, it's going to be a bit of a long day.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like I've got a few cans of Coke in my future.
There are going to be some highs and lows today.
Yeah, well, we will be using a blood glucose monitoring device, which we've each installed on us, to be able to see what happens to our blood sugar throughout the day. I'm a bit worried about what's going to happen to mine. And I'm also a little bit worried about the caffeine content in that, because every can of Coke has caffeine in it, and that's going to accumulate through the day. I'm suddenly a little bit less excited about a long ride.
R.I.P. gut for James. Sorry, mate.
Yeah,
it's going to be great for us and great for the viewers.
Yeah, it's going to be a long day. Anyway, we're going to find out what Heather has put on her sandwiches for her long day, because she's only allowed sandwiches. She can't decide, she wants a chocolate bar halfway. It's just whatever sandwiches she's built. So we're going to go figure out where she is and get ready for this ride. Get the commute route loaded on our Wahoos, and I'm going to put some Coca-Cola in my bottles, I guess.
Great. Can't wait. So pleased. Welcome to GTN. Here she is. Hey.
All right, guys. Oh, sorry about that.
So, what have you got in your sandwiches?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
You got them in there? Oh, lovely.
I mean,
Fits in the bento box.
just fits. I mean, I'm not the most aero today because they are spilling out slightly, but I've got a selection, savoury, tiny bit of jam in one, but cheese and ham mostly. So,
Okay.
keeping it savoury. What about you guys? Who got what?
Well,
actually, I can tell.
you
can't
see
I?
my
Coke.
pockets.
that's a giveaway,
I
yeah.
got the. I lost the rock paper scissors match. So
Big day ahead for James.
big day ahead for
How
James
big?
here.
Where are we going? Who's planned this route?
Well, we're starting from here at Sands Beach Resort, and we're doing 140k out. We're kind of going clockwise around the island, off towards Fermares and then through Timofire, finishing big climb up to Mirador, descending back through.
So about 100 k's and then over Mirador
And
then
it's
back
draft
home.
legal, even though we're on TT.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You'll be okay.
We're in this together.
Yeah, we're in this together.
I mean, I want to see James crashing and burning. No, I'm joking.
You might.
We're going
Honestly,
to.
you might see.
I'm getting hungry, so I think we should set off so I can actually start eating my sandwiches.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
probably a good plan.
Cool.
I'll probably need a can of Coke soon.
Right,
Let's go. So we're off. Brilliant day for a bike ride in Lanzarote. Sun is shining. Spirits are high. Blood sugar is still high. So far so good. We are only about 2 kilometers in though. So
Do you think your blood sugar could max out?
I think it's a very real possibility. What I worry about is the consequences immediately following that.
Explosion.
I'll be sleeping under one of these palm trees on the side of the road.
I'm looking forward to seeing you trying to breathe through that sandwich as you're cycling along.
Yeah. I think she's gonna.
Up on pace, just when I try and eat. Drop me.
Yeah. She's got the distinct advantage of having a stable blood sugar. We're gonna feel great for a few minutes and then crash down.
Well, we are 20k in, and I think it's time for our first fuel stop. Me a gel, James a Coke, and Heather, well, devouring her sandwich already. I've been thinking about this gel for a while. I ordinarily would have a gel maybe every half an hour. I've kind of been putting it off because it seems a bit odd having it on an easy ride so early in, but gotta do it.
Well, if you think it's odd having a gel this early in a long ride, I normally wouldn't have a can of Coke until I was a solid 4 or 5 hours into a long ride. So having it 20 kilometers in is
You're going to be like chatting away for the rest of the
probably,
ride now,
yeah,
like,
well, yeah. As
Whilst I'm going to have a mouthful of bread that I'm
you
trying
know
to...
me talking at all, yeah.
I have to make the most of the stop time.
I'm just worried about how much these are going to shake up while I'm riding. This one was okay, so
Give my distance.
I'll open the next one in front of Mark. Honestly, I don't feel too bad. I think the blood sugar is still pretty good, but I'm already craving some solid food. And I'm not sure how I'm going to get through this whole ride without anything passing my lips that resembles solid food.
I'd like a little bit more than just water as well. Just gels. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
It's going to be a long day.
I would quite like some solid food soon, but all right, feeling good.
I'm holding off on my second Coke, 3 more minutes.
Wow, we are 43k in, an hour and a half in. We come to see the camels.
Oh, I thought you meant come for another can of Coke.
Well, that as well.
Yeah, definitely had time for another one of these. It's getting a bit warm in my pocket though. Might have to stop at one of these gas stations
Whoa,
and get
be
really
careful how you open
cold.
that.
Oh, God,
Oh, yeah. Hey! That might become a bit of an issue later in the day too.
I definitely think if I'm drafting you guys too closely and there's a headwind, I need to keep an eye out for that cake. That could be a good tactic.
There's a new kind of bottle rocket. I've got to say, I'm feeling pretty good, and I think James is too. This is probably the best that we will feel before we start crashing from too much sugar.
That last hill, I honestly was starting to crave a can of Coke, which is a little bit worrying this early in the.
I mean, I'm also at a point where I feel so good. I'm like, this ride's too short. We should have added on El Golfo. We're flying through this.
I think we've really conclusively decided that gels are the best fuel.
How are you feeling,
Early
Heather?
for that conclusion, but Mark
I mean,
is.
I'm still quite full from my sandwich actually, and I've still got quite a lot to get through. So I was worried I hadn't packed enough, but I think I've got enough for like a whole day picnic.
Yeah.
I feel
Ready
like,
for another sandwich now?
No, there's not room yet.
But you should probably start chewing it now, so when you need it, it's
It's already gone through, yeah.
it's a bit of
I
a
know, but
process.
I'm feeling like, you know, I'm out on a bit of a slog with this lovely headwind and these hills. I just feel heavy, but I don't know if that's going through the sandwich or just my lack of cycling. I can't really tell. But yeah, it's nice to be out in the sunshine, isn't it? And
It is.
Damn, I'd die for that sandwich right now.
More Coke. So we had to stop because we're about to climb a big climb and my pockets ran out of Coca-Cola. Luckily though, you can get it everywhere. These guys just got some water. Yep.
Yeah, had to carry all my gels.
yeah, my sandwiches are getting warm, but they're still tasting good. I say it quietly because I think I'm going to start getting annoying these guys.
I had a bit of a trough not too long ago, and now I'm back up. I'm good. I think actually I just need to keep the gels going. I was a bit worried about just over fueling stuff, but forget that. I'm going to have one every half an hour.
I'm also shifting to a more consistent intake of Coca-Cola because I can't do the troughs and peaks anymore.
I can't do consistent sandwiches. My belly is like quite full. That's my only issue. It's
If only. If only.
If
Sorry
only.
again. Yeah, I should have said that, should I?
Just saw a bag of crisps in there next to the Coke fridge, and
I should have made a crisp sandwich.
nearly grabbed
Oh, maybe I can make one because
I
that's
would
still
have
a
made a crisp
sandwich.
sandwich.
it. I would probably put crisps on the sandwich. Yeah,
We are judging you on your sandwich content, all the things that we would have put in them.
exactly. Yeah.
I hope you've made the most of those sandwiches.
I'll just stay on front if I got to go 50 watts harder when you're on front.
It's because I was so aero.
So, because you're on the actual endurance fuel and we're not, maybe? Mark's that mate who goes on front and pushes 100 watts harder so everyone can't stay on his wheel. And then goes, oh, I didn't hear you guys. Maybe it's just the Coke talking now. Mark's on his gels. Might be starting to feel the effects of that.
I've got some cranky athletes behind me. The sooner we can get the mechanic Coke and the sandwich, the better. I'm great.
Time for another Coke, I think. Another hill, another can. I've spent my whole career conditioning myself to listen to that inner voice and eat when I'm hungry. and it's just screaming for food now. And I'm telling it to shut up, all you can have is Coke. I'll tell you what, that chimpanzee inside there is getting a bit angry. He's rattling those cages now, asking for some food.
Shut up, stomach. Shut up.
Yeah. Shut up, stomach. Shut up, Mark, too.
Just drink that thing.
Well, we're almost at the summit of Tabiesco. Heather's settled into her own pace. James seems to be over his cranky phase. Fuel full of caffeine.
And Coke, yeah.
So, how about a race to the top then?
Whoa. I mean, I feel like I'm up for it right now, but I worry about the consequences on the other side when I've just had Coke. It might be dire. Wait, what's the prize for getting to the top?
Another can of Coke.
I was going to say I might give it a crack if it was one of the Heather sandwiches.
Well, actually, you know what? We're ahead of Heather. What she doesn't know.
Yeah. So you're going to give me one of your gels if I beat you? Oh, such a bad idea.
Don't want to go any harder than I need to. Think I've got this one. Settle down. Oh yes.
That was a bad idea. I poked the bear that is Mark at the moment with his well-fueled energy gels, and he just took off up the road. I also realized I don't have any Coke left on me, so I can't even fuel up with anything at the moment. Just got to get to the top now. I'll also pretend I didn't see Mark tuck in behind the camera moto for a lot of that race.
So team,
How are we doing?
we are at the top of Tabiesco.
Yeah, how far in are we?
Good question. Hang on, let me
Quite a
scroll
long way,
quickly.
aren't
Ooh, we are
Feels like a long way.
95k, almost at the 100 this century.
Feels like every bit of that right now.
Just over
Glad
40k
you're feeling
remaining.
that. You're sounding sprightly. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I've had my peaks and troughs, but I think I've got a grasp of how often I need to get the gels in, which is more than I thought I'd need to on an easy ride, which is a bit that confused me to start off with. But I'm there, I'm good,
I
and
guess you've got to stop it dropping too low.
yeah, I feel like I need to just shut up and be quieter around you two. You don't seem to be
How's
enjoying
the
my.
burping?
I'm doing lots
Can
of
we do a
lots-
baby?
lots of-
Get a bit more. out?
Yeah, they keep coming the whole time now. I'm 6 cans of Coke in. Probably good time to talk about the actual calorie content of what we'd taken in.
Yeah.
So Mark's gels are 120 calories each,
Yeah,
so
and-
30 grams of carbs.
Yeah.
And then they've got some salts and electrolytes.
Yeah, not
in them
massive,
too.
but obviously
some.
there's some.
Yeah.
I do have quite a high sweat and salt content, so
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm quite getting enough.
Yeah.
But you've got
You're
none.
doing better than me.
Yeah.
Heather, on the other hand, has sandwiches which are pretty hard to quantify, actually, especially because we're not entirely sure what you put on her sandwiches. So,
I reckon around 300 calories. That's my per sandwich sort of guess. Quite a bit of butter
how many
in
have you
there
had
as
now?
well. Well, I've had 3 proper ones, and then one I just had a little
a nibble?
extra one. Yeah.
yeah, I could do with a nibble of a sandwich right now. So I've had 6 cans of Coke, which each can has 34 grams of carbs and pretty much nothing else.
What's that?
It
What's
has
that in calories?
34, 139 calories per can, and they are, yeah, that's all they have in them. Sugar, just 35 grams of sugar.
Gets
and
into those veins
nothing
straight
else.
away.
A bit of caffeine, so 34 milligrams of
And that-
caffeine, so I'm up to 200 milligrams of caffeine.
I've got to say
and-
that is the one thing we are noticing. Like as soon as we take the fuel in, I'm good to go. Like within 5-10 minutes, I'm happy. I'm sorted. but
Yeah.
I feel like it's just taking
I
a
wouldn't
little
mind
bit
lying
longer.
down for a little bit longer after
Yeah.
that sort of recent consumption of sandwich.
I'm
yeah.
also feeling a little bit like the highs are getting shorter and the troughs are getting. So I'm trying to take in.
You're going to take more.
I'm trying to take in more. Yeah, well, I'm trying to take in more, but it's getting
You know what
harder and
we could
harder
do?
to take in more. I'm just like.
Once we're home, if you want to carry on with the Coke, we just put a bit of rum in. That might help with the high.
But you know what we should do?
I think the
We
chances
should-
of me carrying on with Coke when I get home is.
I feel like you're
pretty much
procrastinating,
zero.
guys. I think we need to get on. Come on.
too. Oh yeah.
I'll be down here a bit longer.
Another can of Coke maybe before I go down. Maybe not.
Wow, 110k in. That means 30k to go.
And we're at the top of a hill.
Yeah, Mirador del
Big
Rio.
hill.
Good place for a sundowner. I think I'll have a can of Coke.
Yeah,
We can
quite
come back later
envious.
and put some rum in it so you can enjoy the sunset.
Yeah, let's see. Oh,
I've got to say, the last couple of gels
Yeah.
have been pretty hard to get down. Not that I don't need them,
A
I just
different type of explosion from you.
yeah.
Hopefully not.
Assume the sandwiches are still going fine.
I've added a little, the salty ones are good. Mm.
Oh, all right, okay, I see how it is. But yeah, pretty much all downhill from here.
Yes. I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys.
hopefully only literally and not metaphorically.
We'll have a little sprint finish at the end
To
there.
be honest, I'm on can number 8 and I'm doing okay actually. I don't feel too bad. I quite enjoyed that climb up there. Maybe it was just the scenery, which gave me a bit of a boost, but I actually felt pretty good.
Isn't it?
Oh, you fooled me.
Oh, was it going slowly?
No, I meant the emotion.
Oh, well,
I am
crabby.
wishing-
I do get a little hangry. I'm not gonna lie. That is one of my frailties,
So we need
and
to get a big plate of food pretty quickly when we get home and stay away from you until that's
or
consumed.
2.
Well,
Talking of
get on
home,
with it, yeah. So, I think James and myself are debating whether we want another gel and can of Coke, but it's quite late in the ride. We're almost home.
I definitely don't want another can of Coke, but I don't want to run out of energy before I get home either. So I'd like to call it there and make it home, but I'm really worried I might like weave and fall off my bike before I get there if I.
But what if I was to launch an attack?
Oh yeah, I'd be in a world of trouble. So what if I launch an attack, Mark?
Oh! We can regret that so bad.
I am looking forward to dinner now.
What are you gonna have? What's your first? What are you really craving?
Literally everything.
I'm imagining, I have been for quite a while now, a nice big pizza with anchovies on, because I clearly want salt, because I'm dehydrated.
I'd definitely demolish a pizza. And then
might
probably a
have
second one.
I might have a whole bag of nuts as well, and crisps before that.
Except Coke. Hold the Coke.
Oh, well done, guys.
Yeah.
We've done it.
140k in the bank and around 5 hours,
Yep.
give or take.
And the real number that matters, 8 cans of Coke.
Hey, and I was the same with gels.
Oh,
yeah.
I lost count of sandwiches. But there is still one little cheeky sandwich left. In case,
is it going
does
spare?
anyone-
I'm okay. I've been in there all day. I think I'll pass. We'll go get some real food.
Fussy.
To be honest, I'm not that fit at the moment, and if I had gone out on any other fuel, I'm not sure I would have felt much better than I did today. I had a few dips where I felt really lousy, but to be honest, I'd probably have done the same thing on any other fuel, and I would have gone, oh, I really need to eat something. I've got a bit of a dip, and I don't think Coke was actually that bad.
No, I mean, probably no surprise. Felt great.
Yeah,
You're still buzzing,
well,
aren't you?
Yeah, and I haven't been riding that much lately either, so
Yeah.
I mean, it says a lot about gels.
There is actually a precedent for this. We didn't choose Coke just for no reason. Back in the day, and when my parents were running Comrades Marathon, when I was a kid and I was running races,
Oh, that
all
must
you
have been a
got-
long time ago then.
all you got was Coke and water. That's it. And my parents ran Comrades Marathon on Coke and water. That was it. Occasionally they might have had a banana, but it was Coke and water. So it's pretty much an endurance fuel of the ages.
And it's the go-to, isn't it? If you stop at a cafe,
Yeah,
a petrol
exactly.
station, you grab a can of Coke.
Yeah.
Maybe not Heather. You don't
I
like
mean,
Coke.
no, I don't, and I feel like I've let sandwiches down today.
I would
Yeah.
happily have
You
taken
should
the sandwiches.
definitely have more Coke, I think.
I
Yeah.
feel like my serious lack of fitness has let the sandwiches down because they were great. My legs weren't. And I'm
Yeah.
knackered and struggling, but I don't think it's got anything to do with the fuel.
We
like you
were
said.
also monitoring our blood glucose, and like we said, we had dips. All of us had dips, ups and downs. Mine was actually surprisingly stable, though. I mean, I did have to gradually increase my rate of Coke consumption throughout the day to make the dips a little bit.
You're going to have to come down now.
Probably, I'm probably going to be passed up before I even get to the dinner
I've got to
table.
say though, just from the outside, and I'm saying the outside because I was on gels and that seemed pretty good, but Heather, you seem to just have pretty similar mood and energy all day long. Okay, you might have got tired.
Yeah, I was tired.
But James, I'm afraid to say, did get quite cranky.
I had a few cranky patches, yeah, I'm not going to lie.
I
Yeah.
was too far behind.
So I definitely feel like there are the peaks and troughs with that sugar. I mean, even gels to an extent, it just quickly gets in the system. And
Well, no, not really, no.
Too chirpy.
He was chirpy most of the time, which was even more annoying, to be honest.
anyway, we have had a super time doing this, and you know what? There's probably a load of other fuel sources we should try now.
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe a shorter ride next time.
No ways, any excuse for a whole day on the bike, I think.
Fair one. Well, yeah, hopefully, I mean, we've enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it as well. Give us a like if you have, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet done so.
Yeah, and suggest some other fuel sources.
Yeah.